Deontay Wilder must save his career this weekend against Zhang in a massive fight on the Matchroom versus Queensbury 5 versus 5 show. I cannot wait for this one. I think it's just going to be a really fun night, to be honest. But Deontay Wilder must save his career. And, I'm not a big fan of Wilder. I'm not going to lie. I don't like him too much. But I would like to see him win here and save his career. I think it's much better for boxing if Deontay Wilder wins this fight against Zhang this weekend. I do. He's the bigger name, and there's still so many fights out there I'd like to see for him as well. And, he is entertaining, very entertaining to watch. And, there's still big money fights for him. There is still big money fights, and, it's good for boxing if we see these fights. And this is Deontay Wilder's last possible chance. If he loses this, it's fully over for him, if we're being honest. It's fully over for Deontay Wilder if he loses it. He's like 38 years old, hasn't got long left. If he loses and dramatically after a absolute schooling by Joseph Parker, if he loses by a brutal knockout, it's it for Deontay Wilder. So he needs to win it. He 100% needs to win here. Will he win here is the big question, though. I think he will win. I'm not sure if I'm just being optimistic with it. I think Wilder will win this fight, round 5. But I won't be surprised if he gets decked, beaten badly, and his career fully ends. But, I think it's also a career saver for Zhang as well. Zhang needs to win it. The guy's 41. He needs a win as well. But I feel like the person that the majority of people are worried about and want to see and want to watch is Deontay Wilder. Simple as that. So that's why I feel like the majority should want Deontay Wilder to win, because there's big, big, big money fights to make with him, which we want to see. We want to see Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, 100%. That's been a dream fight for years. We've wanted it for ages. It's been out there. It's been a big fight since 2016, 2017. Still hasn't happened. It was close to happening, but then Wilder lost to Parker. This has got to happen now, in my opinion. Deontay Wilder needs to win it. Then possibly, if he gets out all safe and sound, screw the Anderson fight in August and fight AJ in September at Wembley. I'd rather see that than Dubois versus AJ, even though that's still a big fight for the British fans. But overall, worldwide, imagine the pay-per-view sales. Imagine, the attendance. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua at Wembley Stadium. It's got to happen. But also as well, another big fight for Wilder is Usyk. I think it sells good pay-per-views, and I still think it's intriguing. I think Usyk will end up schooling Wilder, but there's always that possibility that Wilder can go on and beat you and knock you out. There's always a possibility. I think Joshua and Usyk beat Wilder, but there's always that possibility that Wilder wins. There's always a possibility in his fights because of how hard he hits. But we're going to be able to tell a lot this weekend of where the guy's at. But I feel like if Wilder can win here against Zhang, then if he goes on and beats Joshua, then an Usyk fight is right there for him. And it's an entertaining fight which sells pay-per-views and will make people interested. Usyk would probably be the favorite going into it, obviously, because he's just so good. But Wilder's got a chance. Of course he has. It's Wilder. He's got a chance against everyone because of how hard he hits. I think people are being really harsh on completely ruling him out here against Zhang. And I think he'll prove people wrong. I still think a big fight for him is a Parker rematch as well. Redeem himself in that one. That's the big fight for him. I'm not saying that all these fights will happen for him because, the guy's old now. But, there's potential, 2-3 other big fights for him out there, especially with Saudi around now, with these big money paydays. He could be more tempted to take more fights. Dillian Whyte as well. That should happen for ages. I mean, Deontay Wilder was WBC champion for a good few years, while Dillian Whyte was mandatory at the time. Waited ages. People wanted to see that fight. We didn't end up getting it. So, that's a fight I want to see. Deontay Wilder and Dillian Whyte. That's a good one as well. But Whyte needs to save his own career as well, if we're being honest, though. But, yeah, just in general for boxing, it's better if Deontay Wilder wins. I feel like he brings in more money to his fights than people think. I really do think that. I see loads of people saying, Wilder can't sell fights on his own. But, he brings in eyes. He does. This one against Zhang, I think would sell even without this good undercard. This this would sell anyway without the undercard. I think it's a fantastic main event. I think it's a fantastic main event. And Deontay Wilder is a bigger name than Zhang. People are tuning in to see Deontay Wilder. Has he still got it? Has he not? It's simple. Like, he is a big name in the heavyweight division. He's one of the biggest names there. So, I think it's good that if he does well. And a win over Zhang is his biggest win of his career so far. Zhang's beating good names. He's been in there with good names. So, if Wilder can get a win over Zhang, it's a huge win for his career and really puts him back up there, in my opinion. And you never know. It could make people kind of forget about the Parker loss if Wilder can brutally knock out Zhang. So, there's some really, really, really interesting factors coming into this fight, and I'm really looking forward to it. The 5 versus 5 concept's cool, in my opinion, as well. Deontay Wilder, team captain, Eddie Hearn putting all of his faith into him. It's going to be a really exciting night. It's going to be a great fight, Deontay Wilder and Zhang. So hyped, so excited, can't wait. Anyway, thanks for watching this video, King. I'll speak to you in a bit. Thanks for watching. Peace out.